there guys, what is up? The Android Miner here and welcome back to another video. So yesterday a new beta was released and it was totally unexpected in my opinion, and it is the 1.11 beta. So in today's video we are going to be going over most of the features that were added to this beta. So if you do enjoy, go ahead, leave a like to let me know you enjoyed, and subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications if you haven't already. I would really appreciate it. So first things first, what we're going to be looking at is that there are actually two new effects that can be given to the player. Right now they don't actually do anything, they're just kind of like a placeholder. Like I said, they don't do anything to you, they're just there, and it's actually Bad Omen and Hero of the Village, and you get these effects when there is a raid going on in a village, because in this beta raids are a thing. I probably won't be able to get one on camera to show you, but pillagers will raid villages. As you can see, we have a village right here, so if a raid does happen, we're right next to one. But the first thing I'm going to show you is the Bad Omen effect. So as you can see, it gives you this little thing right here, Bad Omen. It's a little pillager icon, and then for the second one, we have Hero of the Village. So this one right here, press it, and you can see we have a little villager head that has an emerald right next to it. So like I said, they don't do anything right now, but they are in the game, so I thought I'd go ahead and show you. Next up, we have the Illager Beast, but it's now actually had a name change, and it's called the Revenger. I think that's how you say it, Revenger. And you can see he's going to go ahead and attack all the villagers, which I don't actually want. So let me go ahead and get out a diamond sword right here, and we're going to get rid of him. I forgot that they attack villagers. I'm sorry buddy, but you're gonna have to go. Alright, there we go, he's now gone, and as you can see, he made a bit of a mess while he was at it, because the thing that the Revenger actually does is they trample over certain blocks, and I actually did have some examples to show you. So right here, for example, they can trample over berry bushes, they can trample over dead bushes, watermelons, and a load of other things. Anything that's in their way, they will kind of just trample over it and it will break the block, like you guys would have seen with those crops. Let me just go over here and spawn in another one. Hopefully it won't detect the villages over there, because I still want to talk about this dude. So there's been some new things to do with it. In the previous beta, he didn't really walk properly and there was no sound for him, but now there are custom sounds, if you guys can hear that. And it also has some more attacks that it can do. For example, it can do a bite attack, and it can also stun and do raw attacks as well, which is pretty amazing. But we're gonna go ahead and leave that dude and go back over to our stuff over here. So inside of this chest, you can see we have an Illager banner, which is new, and I'm gonna show you some stuff to do with the berry bushes and also the lanterns. So you can see we have an Illager banner. It's a brand new banner. If you go into your inventory, you can search it up. If you just type in Illager, it will come up with the Illager banner right there, which is pretty cool, I guess. It looks nice. And then the thing to do with the lantern, it still looks the same, but it has custom sound. So if you guys listen when I put it down, and then when I break it, it has some different sounds. That's the only change to do with that. And the berry bushes are now working properly, and they actually have sounds when you pick the berries, if you guys listen. As you guys heard, that was me collecting berries, so that's the things to do with that. There's been a huge overhaul to do with the villagers and how they work and things like that. For example, farmers will now actually choose their profession based on the composter block rather than the farmland block. So do we have any farmers around here? We do have some farmers, they're away working and doing farmer stuff, and there's a load of other changes to do with them. I will leave a link down below to the full changelog so you guys can go ahead and see for yourself what it is that is changed about them. To do with the pillagers, they've actually added in an Illager captain. You can actually search up for them. If I go ahead, well, as you can see, I already typed in ill right there. Illager captain does not come up. It's probably like a different version of a pillager. I don't really know what it looks like, but yeah. And also pillagers and the beast will not attack baby villagers, which is pretty cool. They don't attack the children. But a really cool thing that has changed to do with the villagers is their trading UI is completely different now. Look at this, guys. It's totally different. So you can see we have a level 1 cartographer and experience 1 out of 0. You're probably thinking, Why does it need experience? And that is because when you trade with the villager, it will make it level up. And I think that's pretty cool. But if we go back to the trading thing, come here, dude. Let me go ahead and trade with you. Please, can I trade? Can I trade with you? Please stay still. Okay, fine. I'll go to the farmer. You can see that all the way down here, you can see what is locked, and it's just totally different now, and I love that. So as you can see, we have a load of items right here, which you guys are probably raring for me to go ahead and talk about. So first things first, the composter now actually has functionality. So let me go ahead and just demonstrate it to you. So if I go ahead and place carrots into here, it will eventually become full, and it will spit bone meal out at me. Let me just keep doing it. There you go. We get bone meal. And I think it does the same with potatoes and a load of other crops. I'm not sure of every single crop that works, but you get bone meal for doing it. And I think that maybe if you, actually I don't know, if you fill it up while it's actually next to crops, will it actually bone meal the crops? I think that it probably does, you know. If you go like this, as you can see, it gets white on the top, and that is the bone meal. So I think, does it make anything grow faster? I actually don't really know, so you guys let me know, but I know that if you do tap it again, it gives you the bone meal. Next up, we have the grindstone. It's actually working now, so you can use it to disenchant things. So for example, we can disenchant a book if we really want to, and you can actually use it to repair things as well by doing this. So pretty cool. I know that diamond sword wasn't broken, but that was just an example for you guys. Next up, we have the bell. Now, there's actually quite a few things to do with the bell. If we hit it, you guys can hear it sounds like a bell, which is pretty cool, and it actually works with redstone as well, as you guys can see, and apparently it's supposed to break if you push it with a piston. So let's see. Well, that in fact did not break. It just broke the redstone, so I don't really know how that works, but apparently it says on the changelog that if you push it with a piston, it will break it, but as you can see, it didn't break. But another cool thing is that arrows will actually bounce off it. If I can actually get it to show you, as you can see, they bounce off, and it's pretty cool. They bounce off in any direction, really. And I don't know, I think that's pretty cool. So next we have the campfire. Yes guys, it's actually working now. So you can use it to go ahead and cook up your raw food. It does take a little bit of time, but you can place up to 4 on it, and then when it's done, it will throw the food on the floor. Very hygienic, I know. And you can also extinguish it, you can relight it, and if you actually do put a hay bale next to it, it will produce more smoke. As you guys can see, it's producing more smoke because there's hay bales next to it. So that's pretty cool. We're still waiting for it to cook. Oh, as you can see, it just cooked it all. So that is pretty cool. It's a cool way to cook your food. But as I said, you can actually extinguish it. And the only way that I know how to extinguish it is by using water. And then obviously you pick the water back up by using a water bucket. And then it's just a random campfire. And then you can relight it using a flint and steel. And it's actually faster to break it, obviously, if you're in survival, using an axe. If you try using your hand, it's going to go slower. And if you use an axe, it will go faster. Over here, we have the stone cutter, and it's actually working now. So for example, I'll go ahead and put in some cobblestone, and we can make some slabs with that. We can also make slabs with this. It's basically a stone cutter. It's what you use to cut stone things down into stairs and slabs and walls and things like that. Things of that nature, guys. And then over here we have the cartography table, which is actually working now. It's the only table that is working, obviously apart from the crafting table. So you can actually rename your maps, you can copy maps and all that good stuff. So yeah, I'll let you guys figure out how to use that because I actually really don't know how it works right now. Over here we have the lectern, which we did already have in the game, but I want to show you guys that it actually now emits a redstone current. So if we go ahead and do this, and then if we place a lamp right here, you can see it's emitting a redstone current, which is pretty cool, but it only emits a current if you place a comparator next to it. For example, if you went ahead and you placed redstone there, it wouldn't work. It has to be a comparator. And last but not least, for the items that are now working, we have the barrel, so you can actually open it and you can store things inside of it. So for example, let's go ahead and put this into here. We can put some rotten flesh in there. It's now got basic functionality. They're probably going to be updating it more because it does say on the site that it is basic functionality. So guys, if I'm not being silly, I'm pretty sure that's most of the things that I should need to go over. As I said, there's a lot of changes to do with the villagers as to how they work and things like that. But as you can see right here, this farmer is actually working. These farmers have carrots in their hands. They are actually doing their job. It's pretty amazing. I absolutely love it. You can see there's a load of changes to the actual villages. They actually keep pigs and things like that now, which is absolutely amazing. And yeah, that is basically it, guys. So if you did enjoy today's video, go ahead and smash a like down below, and if you haven't already, please consider subscribing and turn on channel notifications. I would really appreciate it. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget, stay awesome. See ya. Bye bye.